expansion and demanding their lands are occupied and taken back. This leads to a huge rise in tensions, which makes war inevitable. And hi guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're continuing our alternate future of the world series. And well, quickly, after being denied their outlandish request, all the three communist nations declare war. And well, how do they think they'll do good? That's a good question. I guess attacking quick, maybe. With their plan being to take over the puppet, move into the Rhineland and up into Benelux, and then right towards, and then right to, I guess, that would be Berlin. So let's think. Let's use Hamburg. That's where they want to get to. With the puppet of Italy barely seeing anything happen. As they quickly move into the puppet, mostly in the northern area, focusing more so up here, as they move into the Benelux, with their goal being to take it over, which they managed to achieve. With their early weeks of the war, they seize a lot of land. But with an attack here, it manages to lead to them having to fall back in Benelux, to where France should be. But what the Germans don't know is that there's some people who aren't really impressed by this and don't like this. And they like the communists, yes. There's communist sympathizers hiding, with these lands quickly falling, with the main front of the war being their focus. They manage to connect forces with this, and they have the communist forces holding this. With their original plans not working, they took over Italy. But it did affect the morale. But with them supporting some communists. Yes, communists. And where do they support them? Well, they decide to start a rebellion in Austria. And within days, they declare the People's Republic of Vienna. With the People's Republic of Vienna being declared. This leads to forces having to move off the front lines, leading to an offensive in the southern Belgium and and kicking them out and in northern Italy. With forces in the north being demanded to fully mobilize, they start full mobilization. In, let's say, I guess this is Munich here, maybe? Yeah. And in the People's Republic of Munich being declared, quickly they have a problem of rebellion, with the Balkan nations knowing they're in trouble. With these communist forces managing to get down to their coast. With German forces managing to starts pushing back the People's Republic of Germany. But in doing this led to a shift in the front line over here, with protests in Amsterdam leading to the creation of the People's Republic of Amsterdam, which quickly leads to the People's Republic of the Netherlands, as they declare themselves a part of the People's Republic of Germany. This leads to France's making a big offensive, as they support the communists, with them moving to Hamburg. But quickly, the government is ousted there. But yet they somehow manage to get a new leader quickly. And with the People's Republic of Northern Germany being declared, as they quickly unite their front. Well, the rest of the Balkan Pact sees this war as a failure, as the central forces have fallen. So they change the color of their pact and declare their way out of the war. Yes, they are now using a new color. As they leave the... Never mind, that's not a great color for them. Yes, this is a better color for their pact. But we must go darker for it. And now we have their pact formed. And now to draw the peace treaty. And well, it's going to be a harsh peace treaty. They lost a lot of land, like the Belgium areas, and a lot of their land's gone, but they still have a significant part of their land. Now they declare themselves part of, as they decide to join the Communist Pact. Why is communism popping up? Who knows? And well, we got 4 communist countries, and they have a puppet. Why would they puppet a nation? Yeah, I don't know. There's one nation pushing as far as they could go. To the south. As they manage to conquer all the way to here before it gets back to the not great area. And they get to here. And well, they declared this a part of their nation. As they have just explored as far as they could go. And well, they managed to get Chad to join them because they do. And then, well, a big chunk of the area was taken back. With that nation being asked to join by this, but nothing really comes of it. With the Pakistan rebellious nation realizing that, well, they're not going to make it alive. With them deciding to go right after this nation. As they have the strength now and they don't want it to fade, and then they fall to be a part of this nation. And well, quickly the Pakistan nation has collapsed. With India striving to bring back the lands that they once had. With a big area, with them developing well. Everything. Well, they want their lands back, and they want a lot more lands. As they despise that nation to the north. As the Balkan nations request to join this Russian pact. They join. Along with this nation, which is Iraq, Greater Iraq, yes. Well, more lands are taken back and made takeable. With them not figuring out how to do it without making a flood. Well, they think they can take back lands without creating more water. But they actually did. Yes, they created more water. Yes, Canada's really turning to water. As well, I guess. The stuff they created, they're realizing this might not be a great idea, changing the landscape. But they're like, yeah, that doesn't matter. While slowly, North America is being taken back. And well, these 2 nations here decide to create the Pacific Pact. And they managed to get one more nation, the Vietnam nation. But actually it was 2 more nations they got. The Philippines decided to join. And one more, yes. I got the numbers wrong multiple times. And Australia joins. And well, that's pretty much all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Wild Mapper out, but not until you subscribe. Bye, guys.